comprendre.
Oula! J'ai l'impression qu'ici, on récolte la moitié du sel français. Et qu'il est bon, hein?
Et bonjour à tous, comment allez-vous? J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne petite soirée. Hop. On se retrouve sur Genshin pour avancer notre histoire de quête. Deux petites minutes. Voilà. Alors, où allons-nous? Juste... Ouais, on va voir. Ah, c'est donc là. Attendez. Ouais, je vais juste prendre le téléporteur. Oh, encore. Désolé, je t'ai porté par l'appel du lien. Ok. Ah, celui-là en bas. En bas. Ok. Ah, c'est pas mal ceci. Pas mal. Pas mal, pas mal, pas mal. J'aime bien. Je suis juste en train de voir. Ah, mais on est déjà passé par là. Oui. Allez. Ah, mince. Peut-être qu'on peut passer par là. Juste. On est juste en train de récolter les téléporteurs. C'est vite fait. Et oui, j'ai obtenu le shogun. Pas de personne vont encore m'insulter en suédois. J'ai dit passage. Oui, parce que il y en a une qui adore la shogun. Et Yamiko. Et j'ai les deux. J'ai Yamiko. Et j'ai la shogun. Je me D'accord, super. En suédois. On va voir la vidéo. Ouais. Allez. Bah, limite, on a fait presque le tour. Ouais, mais on dirait qu'on a fait presque le tour. Ah ouais, on a fait presque vraiment le tour, hein. Pour récupérer les téléporteurs. Ah oh. Allez. Allez, let's go. Ah, on a un truc là. Oh. Ouais. Bon, allez. Ah. Ouais. Ouais. Juste que je vois où c'est. Bon, je sais pas pour l'instant, j'ai pas de personnage qui pourrait en prendre. En ce moment même, parce que bon, pour l'instant... C'est quoi le bordel? Hein? Ah. Oui. Ok. Ensuite. Oh, c'est drôle. Mais... What? Oh, c'est marrant. Oh, c'est stylé. Ah. Oui, mais tu vas voir. Ah. Ah, d'accord, ouais. Ok. Non.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Oh, c'est marrant leur truc, leur jeu. Faire du graffiti. Ah. Quoi? Elle est où l'autre? Pas un peu, ouais. C'est ce qu'ils me disent qu'il y a un petit truc là. Ah, ouais. Non! À gauche. Non. Voilà. C'est juste que je me mets là. Oh, des ennemis. Oh, c'est marrant comme il a fait avec ça. C'est juste ce pas là juste pour la voir. Ah, le voilà. Alors, en fait, l'objectif c'est d'avoir les téléporteurs et tout. Maintenant, on s'en fiche, on va faire la quête. Qui est là-bas. Oui, parce que bon. Ah bah voilà.
Hi, I'm Uni. Are you here to help find the baby saurians?
And I'm Toba. You must be the helpers that we've been waiting for.
It's nice to meet you too, but we're just passing through. Oh, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over. Yeah, sorry. Whatever this is about, it sounds like you've got the wrong end of the stick. Wrong end of the stick?
Darn it! We've been tricked, Hoonie. I should have known that Glasses Guy was a con artist.
What are we supposed to do about the baby Saurians now? Time's running out. It's okay, Hoonie. Don't worry. Why don't you tell us what happened with these baby Saurians, huh? There's been a lot of unrest in the tribe lately, and my dad's Saurian got injured. Her name's Nana, and she has 3 little babies. After what happened to Nana, her babies were so scared that they ran off and hid. I'm really worried about them, so I decided to go look for them. If Nana is your dad's Saurian, why isn't he the one looking for them? My dad's one of the elders, so he's busy getting ready for Turnfire Night. It's a really important ceremony, more important than this, anyway. I'm not supposed to be out here either, but I snuck out without telling him. I didn't think it would take very long, but then that guy we ran into made us tell him loads of stories, and it wasted so much time.
Yeah, he was so selfish. He doesn't have a heart.
It's all right. Don't let him get to you. We're here now, and we'll help you, because we care a lot, don't we, Traveler? They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like they're hiding on the cliff. Really? Wow! Thank you so much, Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon.
Awesome. You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though. They're really steep. Even grown-ups have trouble climbing them.
Goonie said the baby Saurians are on the cliff, so let's find a way up.
Alors... que je prends... Oh, c'est en haut. Non. Aïe aïe aïe. Ouais, mais là, comment j'ai monté ça, le truc? Ah, je peux prendre Katina, c'est vrai? Oh non. Cool, quand même. Ah, mais c'est vrai, je peux... Oups, aïe. Bon ben chef. Oui. Ah c'est bon. Ok. Faut vraiment que je monte la maniabilité. Bonjour. Enfin, de la sensibilité. Je même pas que j'ai lancé un message. Nouveau scénario. Ça c'est Chlorine. C'est dit. Les nouvelles sont... Arsenal, tout va faire. Ah, ok. Bon. Cependant, c'est pas son anniversaire. Ah. Merci. J'ai peur, c'était mon haut. Faut que je monte là.
We found them! Wait, but what's that other... A how?
Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your
Vous savez, dans la
respects the
version
moment you saw us?
japonaise, enfin dans la version japonaise,
I suppose we can't
Naruto et
blame
Sasuke.
you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Come, pucker up. You may now kiss our feet.
Wait, aren't you like Kenichi's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even more annoying than the
Silence! Who are you calling sidekick? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame. We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kenichi's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of mercy.
Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kenichi clearly has you under lock and key.
That's great, Sovereign, to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How. You... If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Hoytzilan, and we chose to grant his request.
Abyss incident?
See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe.
Yikes. So how is she doing now?
She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom. Such a fragile creature. Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff.
Leaping from a cliff?
My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep
Oula.
them to yourself.
Toi,
And wipe that
c'est-
absurd expression off your face.
même mal là.
Anemic flying ant! You! Just you wait. Two can play at the ugly nickname game.
We sense a faint abyssal energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden.
Suspicious Outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us?
Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. Otherwise, if you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How.
Il est vraiment con.
Potty mouth on that guy! Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked.
Ah, je l'ai vu là. Oui, donc là. Ah, c'est pas... Non, c'est moi la paix. C'est pas venu me combattre. C'est pas venu me sauver, ok? Pas généreux, bon hein. C'est où faut que j'aille maintenant? Ah, bah voilà. Aïe.
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
I'm so glad that the babies are all right. Thank you both. You're welcome. Piece of cake. You're not from Natlan, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing.
Yeah, please come. I promise you'll get a big Scions of the Canopy welcome. We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like Glasses Guy.
By the sound of it, Glasses Guy wasn't from Natlan either, right? Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know what? No, that really? Maybe he was the suspicious Outlander that Ahau mentioned. Sure, if you're interested. Let me think. How did the conversation go again? Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. When are you gonna help me find the baby story?
Just one more story. One more, I swear. I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago.
Oh, you mean Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Mollypo comes from.
Oh,
Ça va rien, ça.
wow. So it was the origin of an ancient name.
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. Turnfire is different from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And with
Why? What happens if you turn back?
As soon as you turn around, poof! You get burned to a crisp.
Un voyant Amérique centrale du
Well,
Sud.
good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to singe someone's clothes, but
Nous sommes Américains
burning
aussi.
people alive? That is a bit...
right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them turn around to look? Ochkon really was an evil tyrant.
Yes, shocking behavior. Now, let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day? That's usually how these stories go.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses. Seems like you really know your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yupanqui was friends with Ochkon the Tyrant, and also Shibalanke, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Ochkon was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire, and that's how our ancestors set our people free.
But Ochkon wasn't there. All he saw was a city
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
All it took was a single glance.
The question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the Turnfire, or the price of turning back?
Nobody knows the answer. But the fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. And then, the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom.
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, they have to accept the flames and be purified by the fire first. It's like a final look back at your life, where you have to answer for everything you did.
Ah, a fine parable indeed. So, is it true? Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
I don't know. I think it's just a story.
Either way, I assume this...
Sure has. It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night.
Yeah, and now it belongs to Kanich. So we often call him Malipo Kanich.
Kinich, huh?
All right, Uncle Glasses, that's enough stories.
I would, but doesn't the... Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us, or the Turnfire will get you.
How would it get me if I'm outside of Natlan? Uncle Glasses isn't from here, you know.
Huh?
Wait, is that? All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't go easy on them just for my sake.
Really? Well, first, can you tell us your name?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so beneath the peaks, let's go with Sanka.
Seriously?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves. They're right behind you.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Uncle Sanka, where did you go?
Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging...
Yeah, and not only that, but he betrayed us too.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen?
Traveler, maybe we should go tell Kanich about this. Ahau says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We probably shouldn't take him at his word.
Huh? You know Kanich?
Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty. and he's— Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. Exactly. I don't know why Kinich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Uh-oh! Hoonie, look how late it is! We've been out way too long.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Na, die vite. Ah, l'autre route, c'est qui falaise. Non, on ira chercher après. Tac, tac, tac. Je sais pas si je peux valider mon truc. Tac, tac, tac. Détail, non, récompense. Ok. Eh, mais derrière, il faut que je vois le niveau 2 de tous. Niveau 6 tribus.
Tony, what were you thinking, going out by yourself? Don't you know how...
It's okay. Toba helped me. And we met some kind strangers who helped us. And
Kind strangers? What made you so sure they were so kind, huh?
yeah, actually, they did. And Big—
Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't been solved. What would I do if I lost you too? No dinner for you tonight.
They were good people, Dad. Dinner or no dinner. Hello again, Honey. It's Miss Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of—
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. Well, I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the Scions of the Canopy, I've got some influence around. Now, I trust that you're sensible people who know better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not looking for anything in return.
Oh? Well, let's hope so.
Dad, please. They're not bad people. They've eaten at the same table with Kinich before. Be nice to them.
Kinich! Wait! I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they you?
And Paimon's the other.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed.
Oh, now we're talking. Seriously, though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it, and it would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Careful now. That's quite an about-face. We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion around these parts.
My dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed. Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay. Look after Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon. They're very special guests. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be able to help.
Well, this is a matter of utmost importance. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a traditional ceremony among the Scions of the Canopy in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato. The Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss. They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It is possible that the Abyssal power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan. Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. The abyssal power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside the Mountain King so that he will remain sound asleep. However, Abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in Natlan lately, as I'm sure you're... Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the...
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your...
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about you, of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the Malipo name.
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyab got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero? Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pump it.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And be so wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have kindness in your heart. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. Less experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahul Ahau behind his back?
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe.
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But...
Never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only get... But, I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the break.
You scum-sucking swine! Ugh, I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run! And
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries.
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
Celui-là qui fait... attends. Pas là le mec qui fait la voix de suis, là en anglais. De Itachi, je sais pas. Il faut que j'aille où maintenant. Sérieux? Tu veux que j'aille là-bas? Oh, bah, d'accord. Ok. Tu sais que dans les versions japonais, c'est Naruto et Sasuke.
The abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then, they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way. The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready? I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you.
Mhm. Ok. Ah.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission.
C'est quoi qu'on va faire? Alors, allumer les choses.
There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
Ah, je pense qu'on va faire ça. Hein. Oh. Mhm. Yes. Hop. Il est où l'autre? Ah oui, tu dois vraiment allumer le truc. Qu'est-ce que je vais prendre maintenant? Rien. Fire! Feu mon capitaine! Ah, c'est pas prévu dans le camp. Bonjour. Vous êtes moche. Vous m'attaquez? Vous êtes chiant là, et vous? Ah voilà. On fait cap boum. Ah bah alors lui il a vraiment pas eu de bol là. Ah, c'est pas bad lui. Ah, il est là le coquinou. Frère. Non. Bon bah. Pas de bol. Non. C'est juste. Voilà. Hop. Et on va reprendre le truc à nous. Non, il est où l'autre? Ah, il est où? Il va pas me dire qu'il est en bas. Approchez-vous. Porteur de...
That should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
Ah, c'est fini?
I
D'accord.
knew I was right. If there was an ancient name for...
Yeah. Although... Oh, you mean they've still got us...
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you...
See that place over there? There was a time, after a period of upheaval, if we failed to keep the threat posed by... So, to answer...
Fair enough. That's...
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the...
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals.
Pardon. C'est qui a joué dans l'autre. Si. Alors, où on doit aller? Mais attendez, mais j'ai déjà fini après sa quête. Oh bah dis donc, ça a été vite. pour l'instant, en fait, le truc de volcan, tu peux pas avoir encore accès. Ouais, enfin, le truc là, mais hey, ça a été vite, la quête. J'ai mis plus de temps avec l'autre là, d'eau, que celui-là.
Traveler? Paimon?
Kanich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once
And for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom?
To his death.
Whoa, are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and that evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, in past ceremonies we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to...
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later. Good. See you soon.
Non, c'est pas discompé, c'est pas lui. Ah, je le vois là-bas au fond. Ouais, on va essayer de l'avoir. Non. Non, vas-y. Cherche-lui. Ah, comme je sais pas pour ça. C'est maintenant qui est là. Voilà. Le voilà. Oh, ça aurait été marrant si je me serais fail. Hop, voilà. Je peux récolter mes petits trucs. Mais ça, c'est sympa cette mission. Il fait vite. Limite, je pourrais faire la quête de Kashina. Hein.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have
It was,
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But
plus, Kanish doesn't want to do it anyway.
exactly. So, now, we covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings. It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel...
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence. That's all you really need to know? The ceremony's in 3 days. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around and if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty, I'll be sticking around for the next few days. So
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Oui, Kashini.
Huh, you're here.
Kanish, Elder Trinidad said that...
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kanish to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kanish has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's... Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupanqui the Firebringer, to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestor. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any... My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is, but despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on. Though I sense that your mind is not yet made up, I'm still comforted by your words.
So, Kanish, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the...
That works too. Paimon needs to get... Kanish, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing...
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged.
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a house, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together.
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy.
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned, and he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last. No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. What? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but after all, the abyss is what turned the Mountain King into—
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling—
All right. So what's this deal?
All I need you to do is keep— I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. I can't afford to waste all my— If you help me out.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribes. That way, I won't have an endless— Then, when the day of the ceremony comes—
Still sounds pretty crazy. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Wyna nor
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like— Can I take that to mean that we—
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better—
Great. Well, for the next couple of— Good luck to us both.
Non, mais déjà, il me doit un truc, ça fait... Bien vu que je l'ai au niveau 1, je peux leur donner quelque chose là. Ah, ok. C'est par tribu. D'accord. Ça, ouais. De la nuit à la nuit. Ok. Oups, un peu d'or.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribe's people and take some heat off of Kenichi's back.
On va faire 3 jours en parlant avec les gens.
Oni, how can you?
Because he hurt a lot of people.
But it wasn't on purpose.
That's true. But the fact remains that he's—
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba, who Hoonie!
Pony's saying nasty things about them.
Once upon a time, maybe. But not...
Yesterday.
Toba! Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great... The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night.
What? Really?
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you? To be fair, from what we saw the other day...
Wait. Speaking of...
Oh, yeah. Good question. We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
Oh, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a...
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty... Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for... All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich, I'm sorry, Toba. Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's...
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kinich, and for Nana.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again. Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else. And I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and
Okay. I'll head home as well.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't... Let's just hope we can solve... Come on, let's move on. Huh? What's going on over there? Hey there! What's...
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too!
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person. What? Oh, it's you? It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
What?
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders is Saurian companions. The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured...
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic and...
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes...
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that does... Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use it as my entry, but after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. Or... You look like you know your way around a fight.
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal.
Pyro Archon above, you two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head. Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show...
Enfin, il est où? Il est loin, lui. Otto, t'es loin.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can...
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago.
Great minds
C'est
think
l'heure du
alike.
combat. Oui, j'ai pas l'équipe adaptée. Allez, YOLO. J'aurais voulu utiliser bien avant ça.
Witness my rise. Torn to oblivion. Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
Show them. Right here. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever.
Voilà. Yaboum. Hello, Ploum.
That should be the last of
Bienvenue à
them.
toi. Comment
It's a
vas-tu?
good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding
Enfin,
place, or
Plume,
things
Plume.
could have gotten really
Plume,
hairy for him.
D'écorcher ton pseudo.
Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Prenez la fresque en photo. Ok, ouais. Oui, mais je... Ah, putain. Alors, faire la photo là. Mais... Merci.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Hop, désolé, j'étais un peu focus sur le combat. Alors, maintenant, on va voir avec Thiago. Il s'est caché sur un arbre.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought...
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it.
is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You already know each other?
I don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on account.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student.
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change, big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
Putain. Oh, il est haut quand même, lui. Je vais juste heal mes personnages, mes persos. Hop, y'a rien à prendre, ok. Mais c'est quoi le truc là? 128 sur quoi? Limite actuelle plus 7, ça ferait 228 sur 240. Ok. Elle dit encore? Ah. Ok. Comme ça là. Et c'est quoi ce truc? Alors... On va juste faire le défi. C'est casser des gens. C'est faisable. Hein. Pendant l'événement d'épines et couronnes, chaque niveau correspond à 2 tours de combat. Dans l'épreuve des épines, vous devez remplir les objectifs du défi de manière identique. Plus vous obtenez de bons résultats dans l'épreuve des épines, plus vous recevrez de bonus. Oh, on tourne, let's go. Hein. C'est l'heure de casser des choses. Bah, on y va. Ah! Bon. C'est quoi? Multiplier x 7? Ouais, c'est bon. Ah, on peut vite faire ça. Et après on vient dans notre histoire. Tac, tac, tac. Bah, je vais prendre... ouais, parce que là, je sais que j'arriverai. Yamiko. Parce que lui, il va être chiant. Lui, il est chiant un peu. Et c'est tout. Je peux prendre... Bon, Navia, vas-y. Et... Vas-y, je vais prendre une beurre. Voilà. Ah ouais, non, donc je peux pas le prendre. Alors, ça va être... Non, d'ailleurs, ouais. L'équipe numéro 2. Que je peux prendre. Voilà, on va voir. On va essayer déjà ce que c'est comme défi. Ouais, il va être...
Pitiful.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-off from the Spina Litla.
Ah, ah.
Come on out, right now. Emerge.
Laid bare.
Show them. Right here. Emerge. Is that all? Right now. I'm always watching.
This is where you fall. Overruled.
Ah, j'ai merdé. Ok. Je sais pas ce que j'ai fait, mais j'ai raté mon combat.
I'll protect us.
Buckle up. Ready. You asked for it. Hey, look alive. Into the shadow.
Oh, je ne tape pas. J'ai l'impression que ça...
Time to testify. Ready. Where evil looks, shoot on sight. Buckle up. Ha!
Non.
Windblade! Disappear!
Allez-vous-en. J'ai vraiment raté mon défi. Quoi? Ah ouais, ils sont... Oh 1200 points, mais comment tu peux faire ça, 1200? Attends, c'est... Ah ouais, il est pas petit celui-là, maintenant. Type de récompense, 500, 2000... 12 200, pardon. Ouais, je vais faire ça. Après, j'ai pas vraiment une équipe adaptée là. Je vais changer, je vais mettre. Qu'est-ce que je vais mettre à la place? Ouais, je vais faire ça. Parce que Archelino, ça va. Ouais, je vais faire comme ça. Normalement, ça devrait le faire.
Right here. Right now.
Let's get it on! Gloves off! dead meat!
A proper send-off! Bubble speed. Show them. Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold.
Look alive! Hey! Gloves off!
Vas-y, chien. Non, j'ai pas réussi. Chier. J'ai merdé là. Attends, c'est faisable, c'est faisable.
Come on out. Right now.
Buckle up! You asked for it!
Right here. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Let's get it on! Hey! Gloves off!
Show them. Right now. Emerge.
Attack! Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Mange ça.
Hey there! This one's got your name on it.
You're dead meat!
Ah voilà, on l'a réussi. Ah maintenant avec Arcadino, là ça va être de deux. Hein.
Show me your courage!
Transfixed!
Oh no.
Witness my rise! Overruled!
Ok, ok. Ok, vou fazer depois.
Laid bare!
Eu vejo depois. Quer uma salada, uma coisa assim.
Show me your courage!
Overruled! Everlasting as the moon! Transfixed!
Come on! Show me!
En vrai, je suis en train de les écraser là.
This is where you fall. Overruled! Go on! Time to testify!
Voilà. Ah, j'aime bien. Ça, c'est un modifié. Un petit peu relou, il peut être. Comment on dit, ça fait des primo-jeunes gratuits. Hein. Après, comme je dis, ouais, il peut être relou.
My eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Ah, il y en a un autre. Il peut être cool. Ah, purée.
Hey! You feet. What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into. Oh, what's this? Brought a little eat dirt, suckers!
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
Il a osé faire ça? Ah, une frappe, oui. J'ai envie de l'attaquer, je suis.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, please. I don't have your stuff anymore.
Oh yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away!
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just...
Is that really the truth?
The same place you found me! Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth.
Tu sais que je l'ai trouvé,
May all
je
my
l'ai déjà rencontré
worldly
la fois.
possessions be turned to ash by turn
tout
fire
goûté.
if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right, let's hope...
Pendant ce temps, dans une grotte cachée.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy. This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there. Let me see, the author is... Ponche. Nice. A gentleman and...
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahulahow will suffer your drone.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the...
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over it. When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahulahow demands to...
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like...
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind...
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know. Based on countless historic... All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones... But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confine. And you, great Kahulahow, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript.
Does that mean all of my hard work was...
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact.
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find... Well, not exactly, but I thought my research...
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your
I think the key to all of this lies in the power...
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Mal. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being content?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, It awaits the call of its new...
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be...
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be...
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up.
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you...
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history...
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have...
Sounds like you're not...
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with
Yet. Are you saying you think he might actually...
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice...
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering, and feels great shame.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day.
Allez, ça va être... Je pense que c'est demain qu'on aura le combat là. Enfin, demain dans le jeu. Il est là, lui.
You're here. Very...
Oh, so, the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now, pucker up and... Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever! Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How! No!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! Ugh! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty dragon! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your... Ugh!
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out, and you'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Attends. C'est pas vraiment...
Transfixed. Shine down. Everlasting as the moon.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Ça peut.
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered.
Ah, oui?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking...
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not...
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently.
Ah oui, il joue
Tears
dans
of
les
joy
animaux.
welling up in your eyes
Ah oui.
as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of
Ты
me.
там нам дишь надо.
That would explain a lot.
These are
Why
not
else would you
done.
show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some... historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. Wait, does that count?
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could...
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not...
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than
On veut lutter.
effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kanish! Dispose of him! He is of no—
Traveler?
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor, and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kind of—
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be
Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ah, je peux pas le saquer.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts—
Such as a how watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture! We are the Dragon
C'est bien
Supreme!
aimé quand il l'envoie
Sovereign
voler.
ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a—
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both. See you tomorrow.
Ils disent quoi? Attendre... Ouais, le soir. Ok. Oui.
Ah, at long last. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Many young people have heard the rumors too.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve—
Well, it's...
Impossible de modifier pendant le truc. Voulez-vous? Ok. Bah, allons-y, hein.
Off we go!
J'ai pas pris... J'espère par contre, ça, il va pas faire mal, hein.
Here we are. Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge—
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but...
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Kanish! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous...
Very well, but make it quick.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the...
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seemed...
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as... I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a...
Ok.
So that's our part.
I'll be with you the whole way. You can leave that side of things.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Il faut que je parle avec les gamins.
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here!
Although I'd hoped for the I got thinking last night. Besides, I'll be taking...
Good luck, Mr. Traveler!
T'as la petite.
Mr. Traveler, you're gonna make sure the Mountain King never... I believe in you.
Vas-y. Let's go.
How are you doing? I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we... By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever... My brothers and sisters, the time has come to...
Mais... Vous pouvez maintenant... Attendez. Vous pouvez vous rendre à l'hôtel pour obtenir de l'allume-feu sanctuaire. Ouais, bah là il faut que je me transforme en quelque chose.
Go get the sacred flame.
Ah.
Nicely done. Off to a good start.
Ok. Photo.
It's not gonna work. You have to do them. Great stuff.
Ah ouais, ok donc. Ah, je suis revenu en arrière.
Go get the sacred flame.
Ouais, faut vraiment pas que tu reviennes en arrière en fait. Ok.
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up.
Ah, c'était chaud là.
Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
J'ai mis la flamme des Jeux Olympiques.
Great! All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
Rendez-vous.
Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
Ah, c'est lui.
This presence is growing strong.
Ah, ouais.
We should deal with the contamination first.
Ouais, un truc pour faire péter les choses, non? Un du tout. Ah oui, il y a des boboules. Faire tout péter. Je vois rien. Ah, là, je vois mieux. Ah. J'en ai le coup de 4, 6. Ça marche. Quatre, 7. Bon, ça va. Ça va, it's fine.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Il faut que j'aille une torche. Petit. La dernière allumée. Ah, il me manque des torches. C'est quoi la dernière étape? Le bateau? Bateau c'est?
Woohoo! We've lit. That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the...
There's no need this time.
Hmm? Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich! What is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly...
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad. This is about to get a little...
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by Rift Hounds?
No, stop!
Foolish Locust! Ugh, can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You...
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you...
Oh no! The device is just.
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad! What are you doing?
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualty!
Everyone, out! Now!
Oui, il est pas content.
Oh, it seems there is only one way to... Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
Illusion shattered.
J'ai pas pensé à ça. Ah, il est fort. Hop.
Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. Yeah, that's it.
Come on out.
Ah ouais, il fait mal.
Right now.
This is where
Le coach panier.
shine down.
Emerge.
Transfixed.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Illusion shattered.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White Natlan's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kongamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Mais l'autre, il est mort ou quoi?
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things...
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we...
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk-taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad...
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it. But this shell, it is somewhat akin to a scab. in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out. Well, also, we've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the mountain...
Wow. That's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday, because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipone.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's...
Tac tac tac. Et mince. On va descendre de... Ouais. Je pensais que je pouvais, mais en fait non.
Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death with...
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula out?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to...
Intending to what? Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King out, but now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king, and Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for...
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was...
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably...
What I would say is, if that really was
The Mountain King? Then...
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what... It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King...
Alright, so how is the Mountain King do...
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with. Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't...
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss, but time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long...
But we saw him come back to his senses.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you human...
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragic... That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't owe us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free. So, promise me. If you need anything in the future for you, I'll do anything.
Ouais, on a aussi Capitano à battre hein, en même temps. Hein. Ouais, tu mets ouais, je mets moins de 2 heures à le faire.
So,
Yeah, everyone's.
Pony.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. Huh?
now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanko... Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's... All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanko...
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So,
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe. So, in the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly... Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories and...
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times.
Very smart, Huni. But not what I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. She's right behind you. Turn around and...
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
Ah bah voilà. Nous allons valider les quêtes là de là-bas. Ah, j'ai fait économiser à 30%. Hop. Détail. Par respect des anciennes principales, tribus sont gouvernées de manière indépendante sous la gloire de la radieuse de l'Arpon. Chaque chef est un responsable de la tribu. Gagner de la réputation nataloise à son propre niveau. Ouais, ok. Je vois le reste. Oui. Ok, je peux pas voir le reste. C'est lui. Ouais, mais après, bon, c'est ça en fait, il faut trouver les 6. Ouais. En fait, il faut que je sois au moins au niveau 2 de chaque. En fait, c'est moins des 3. Et nous, ce qu'on va faire, c'est valider nos trucs là, d'activité.
Add Astra.
Juste expédition.
Add Astra Abyssos. Thank you for
Ah, ça va. Je crois que j'en ai pas minimum 4. Je suis à 70. 70 pour les francophones français. Je vais déjà faire ça. Je crois que j'en ai un peu paquet de ça.
Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Ouais, exact. Ça passe au niveau 2. Je sais pas, après, ouais, je sais pas ce que ça rapporte. Peut-être dans un futur, hein. Là, on va aller dans la théière. J'ai envie de vomir. Le truc là de la théière. Mais après, oui, c'est... Demain, on fait la partie de Kachina. Et après, je crois que c'est bon, hein. Ouais, si on peut acheter les trucs de...
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Ouais, limite, tu peux pas les avoir, hein. Ouais, non. Niveau de confiance. Ah, voilà, j'ai passé le niveau 2 pour la chouboune.
If you ever have any questions
c'est
about
pas
the
où.
realm within, you may ask me.
Tac, tac, tac. Non. Bon, bah. Voilà. Non, c'est bien. Je vais voir. Bon, celui-là, ça va être casse-pied. Voilà. Bon. Bon, bah, sur ce, nous allons nous arrêter là.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you
Je
see.
vous laisse avec le jet d'eau. Sur ce, merci d'avoir suivi ce live. Portez-vous bien. On se dit à demain pour la suite des épisodes de Genshin sur Natlan. Sur ce, bonne journée. À la prochaine.